So this video is where I made the Samurai Carpenters Router base and parallel fences. Keep on watching. So on YouTube there's a guy called Samurai Carpenter. A little while ago he decided to make a router base the same as this out of Perspex, which was then going to help him to do a lot more joints a bit quicker and slightly better. So this is made from 10mm thick Perspex, which I got from Amazon for about £9–10. It was about an A4 sheet, and as you'll see in the video I had to cut a bit off to make it nice and square. Drilled all the holes, drilled the hole in the centre, and then you can attach these to any size you want. All these holes should, you know, depending on the thickness of your fences, your wood that you want to use as a fence. Obviously you don't have to use a fence, you can use anything you want. It's really versatile is the word, I suppose you can say. And it doesn't matter where on this that you have it, just as long as the gap between the fence and the router table, you can have it at an angle like this rather than like that. So you can have it like that, whichever way you feel is more comfortable, to be honest. So here's your video, and this is how I made it. So I've got this 10mm thick Perspex sheet. It looks blue because of the covering on it. Once you peel the covering off, it is see-through and not blue. It's clear, I should say. So I'm going to make this into a square. So I'm going to keep that 210, and I'm going to measure this 210, and then cut it off square across there. Sorry about this, but the extractor's got to go on just in case. So now we have got a nice square piece. It doesn't matter too much if this peels off. So now what I want to do is find the centre. So we just go corner to corner. As you can see, we've got our centre. So now we're going to drill the holes. Now we're going to drill the holes. So I've used this plate that's come off of the bottom of the router. I've placed it in the middle. I've marked the 5 holes that hold this plate onto the router base, which then I'm going to use for those. Well, it's gonna have to be hand drilled. I've got to go and get my drill now. Good stuff. Just going to double check that this fits now. Okay, that all fits. Now let's see if the tool comes through. Certainly comes through, just got to perfect. So we've now got a nice wide base, so it's going to be more stable on the work. And then what I'm going to do now, and this will be the boring bit for you guys, so I'm not going to show it to you, is that I'm going to drill holes around the edge, 4 edges. So I'll come back when I've completed that. Okay, just to before I do start drilling the holes, just to let you know, my first time we'll be using the Veritas marking gauge. So I've just set the depth from this face to the very fine point on the wheel to 7.5mm. I'm now going to just put some Sharpie mark down there, and hopefully I'll be able to see the line on the Perspex. A bit further out. You may not be able to see it, but I can see a nice scribe line. I'll see if I can get you in a bit closer. I think you can just about see it. Let me see if I can focus you. It might be hard to focus because of the Perspex, but there is a line there. Right. I've marked out my holes on this side. As you can see, I've done inked this side and scribed, plus I've scribed without the ink but then put the ink on where I have worked out where the holes are going to go. Can you see a mistake? But if you can't, I'm going to tell you now. I marked the holes out on this side. I should have marked them out on this side. Good job it's Perspex because I can see through. So now I'm just going to mark with a marker pen roughly where they are, and then I'll start drilling. So there we go guys, all the holes are drilled around the outside, all fitted to the router. Now you may be wondering why there's so many holes. The holes are for attaching fences, i.e. a block of wood across here for your fence, rather than having the ones that poke through the holes down the bottom here, which are a bit in the way of, they get in the way quite a bit. So you can have multiple things going on here, screws in there to attach it with. So that's it, all done. And hopefully you'll see this. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a fence to it, and so I can show you how it's attached. So as you can see, this piece of oak is going to be my fence. I'm not actually putting this on in any size, I just want to show you how it's attached. Hopefully. So we've got one screw in there. Can you see? So there you go. So that's our fence. Just got to tighten. So when we push that down, and what we can do, we get a piece of work, then that can come across there. Or we've got this and we want to make a rebate of some sort. This will obviously be on the bench, and you've got that nice big solid piece of wood as a fence. Put one on this side like I need to do for my projects that this has been made for. Have another fence along here. You've got a nice channel down there, and it's not going to wiggle all over the place. So that's it guys, that's the router base, the Perspex router base that can be used in all sorts of ways. And this doesn't have to be straight. Let me show you again. Get my drill. What drill was that? Just you can see how nice and flat this, how much more stable it is. Because this is a router, see, I can have that round here. Let's try around It's a bit awkward because the handles are in the way. There you go. So you can bring that around. So you don't even have to have it going straight across, as long as this from the middle or the edge of the router. Let me just compress that a bit. Got that. Obviously this isn't plugged in, guys. Let me get my screwdriver. As long as, I don't know, can you see it? Yep, it should be fine. So as long as from this tooth to here is your measurement, this doesn't even have to be square. When you're running it through, it just will cut the same size. Simple, very good. We'll be using it, and you'll be seeing it soon in a project video. So that's it. That's the Samurai router base. So if you like it, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. That might be a bit bright. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. If you've not subscribed before, please subscribe and press the notifications button to get more videos when they come out. It'll be much appreciated. So for now, guys, that's all from me. Bye bye.